Is she being unreasonable?
The only thing is, I understand I'm short. I get that. I am pretty short, and I'm shorter, you know, but it's just you're short too. So
And how tall are you?
I'm like 4'11".
Oh my god. Okay, and how tall are you again, Eddie?
5'9".
5'9".
Yeah, same
I
here.
know, but you see, like,
See what?
He can look over your head.
yeah, but I can't, like,
So you
look
wanna
up.
like tippy toe.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eddie.
For those of you who have watched the Balloon Pop show before, which we've covered multiple times, you know that this is not unfamiliar territory. We know that women and men go on the show and act a fool and say some of the dumbest things you've ever heard in your life. And this honestly has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life, even though I hear this all the time. He is 5'9", and she is, I don't know, maybe 5'3" in heels because she's wearing heels.
Yeah, she's 4'11", she says.
No, I'm saying with heels is like, was she like 5'1", 5'2", or something like that?
I don't know. I'm just going off a real height. But yeah, wheels out of it. I mean,
No, I'm just saying that because she said that, oh, we're like practically the same height and she's short. I mean,
oh heck no. What the? Go ahead. Go ahead.
listen, I always thought the height argument was pretty dumb. But yeah, I mean, you can feel protected with somebody who's average height because most men are, what, between 5'9" and 5'10" in America. So yeah, I mean, I don't understand how, I don't know. I just think people, this is why a lot of people are single. They're nitpicking on some of the smallest things that really don't matter. I can understand if he was 5'1" or he was 5 foot and she's 4'11". You don't want to get with someone the same height. Fair enough. But 5'9", 4'11" is a good amount of room. On top of that, I think she also makes the assumption that every tall person would want to be with someone who's 4'11". So that's something that you also got to put into account.
Yeah.
Because you got to think that that seems like that would be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those couples though. I've seen a lot of dudes out here that are giants with 4'11" girls, 5'2" girls, women. So
Shaq.
I mean, that's an extremely insane.
Well, everybody's
situation.
short to Shaq. Who,
Yeah, that's
who isn't short to Shaq?
that's and he likes him like 5'2". I'm like, Shaq,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, bro. Well, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But all right. So you kind of brought my point up already. Okay. I can understand if a woman is very short, like sub 5'3", wanting a man who is above 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2", like a giant dude, right? Not an average sized dude or a kind of tall dude. And I get it because in their minds it signals safety. And that's what they say. It goes back to our primitive brains or whatever. I don't know if I believe all that, but so I get it, and I've seen it. I've seen these women that are like 5'2", 4'11" with 6'4" monsters, 6'6" monsters. I mean, they're huge, and so I'm like, all right, I understand the thought process. I'm not saying that it's necessarily correct, but I understand the thought process. I'll just say that. Now, whenever I see like a woman who's 5'5" and they're like, it doesn't matter. There's a the thing on the internet, 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches, and whatever. That might be the three main ones. That's like popular online now. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's one of those things. And if you're a really small woman, I understand it. Because, like I said, I think it does signal to them safety. So they were like, okay, I want a big dude to protect me in case some guy tries to come along and snatch me up off the street and take me somewhere. I don't know. I get it.
I mean, I still don't get it. I mean, my thing is this. Like I said, if he was like an inch or two taller than her, then I would understand it. But someone that's, I mean, 5'9", 4'11" is a huge difference. And then on top of it, if you're talking about safety, at that point, I'd be more worried about his size opposed to how tall he is. Because you can be 6'7", but if you're 100 pounds soaking wet, hey, you ain't gonna be doing no protecting against what?
Bro, I give this example all the time on a broken record, but Mike Tyson's like 5'10", 5'11" maybe, tallest, and he was in the ring knocking out 6'5" dudes like it was nothing. Easy work. Obviously, it's Mike Tyson. But the point is, they have weight classes, not height classes. I get that as a man. Oh, I shouldn't say as a man. I get that. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to put myself in her heels and say, okay, I can get her thought process of a giant dude is more likely to protect me. I get it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to agree to disagree. I think this is why a lot of people stay single. And based on from what a lot of people from the older generation used to tell me, they used to tell me that, like, height, okay, was being tall always a good thing? Absolutely. But they told me back in the day, like, it's not like what they see now. What they see now on the internet is unheard of to a lot of older people. Because what they tell me is, like, yeah, like, would a woman like a taller guy? Absolutely. But, like, they were fine with dudes who were 5'7". They were fine with dudes who were 5'5". As long as they came home, they paid their bills, and they did what they were supposed to do. And people were happy for the most part. It did, like, him being an extra inch or 2 inches really didn't do anything. So, to me, now I hear all these stories about why people are single and how they're miserable being single and how they're having a hard time finding people. I'm like, yeah, well, no ish. Of course you're having a hard time because you have unrealistic Like, listen, you're going on a show like this. Are you really surprised?
No, I see. Now, this part we do agree 100% on. I would say that. Because the internet is not a place where I think people should take... Just like there's a lot of people now, they say there's an increase in anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
Among Gen Z and millennials, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that's due to social media.
Yeah.
FOMO, looking at people's lives and going, man, if only I. But not realizing, or even if you realize it subconsciously, you just can't really seem to bring yourself to understand that most of the stuff is not real. They're posting highlight reels. That's the same thing with the online dating like viewpoint, because most people are average, so most people who are average should go for average people.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the social media makes average people want people who are not within their range typically.
Yeah.
Most dudes are not above 6 feet, make more than 100,000 a year, which now really should be like 150 if you want to say.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Oh, are packing like that, I think. So I don't know if that's really something people should like use as a benchmark. So to your point,
yeah,
be
I mean,
more reasonable.
I just don't even think that that's reasonable. And then half the time, and the thing is, she ended up walking by herself anyway. Again, this is her second time on the show, so it's at some point in time, you gotta realize that you're the problem.
Yeah, and she will in the end. In a couple of years, she'll probably be okay with that guy. Now, will he be okay with her?
I was about to say probably not.
I don't know.
Because listen, dudes take losses different.
Yeah.
Dudes take, like, there are women that can't take L's, but when a dude can't take an L, he really can't take an L. Like, for example, a lot of girls will take back a guy that will cheat. I don't know how many guys are going to take back a girl that's going to cheat. Dudes do not take losses well.
Yeah, that's the difference between us. For sure.
But ultimately, guys, I'm going to say that she made a bad decision. You say good decision, bad decision?
I'll say she made a bad decision. I guess.
Does that hurt you?
No.
Yeah, I know you did not want to say that.
Well, I don't know. So if she wants a guy that's taller, that's what she wants. It's not really a bad decision to me. Like, if you want a dude that's tall, then go look for that. Like, why would you? I don't think it's a bad decision.
Yeah, listen, I'm not against people getting what they want. Like, yeah. I'm not against that. But at the same time, if you're saying that you're having a hard time finding someone, mm-hmm. and then it's your second time on the show because you still didn't find someone.
Yeah.
And then you want to find someone. Yeah. And then the main reason why you can't find someone, well, I'm not sure if this is the main reason, but a big aspect that you're looking at is height. Yeah. And someone is significantly taller than you, I have to think in my head that it has to be a bad decision because, I mean, it's something that it's like he already kind of blow past your prerequisites a little bit because he is taller than you, and then I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous if you're having a hard time finding love and you get hung up on something like that when it's something that isn't even that big of a deal. Like, are you expecting to get someone 6'2", 6'3"?
So
I don't know.
So I tend to agree with you. At the same time, I'm trying to put myself again in her shoes. Let's say, like, there's some things you just can't get past.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this. And by the way, I don't know if, like you said, I don't know if this is really her main thing. Maybe it was something else too, or who knows. But sometimes there's qualities that you just can't get past. And so it might be her doing a disservice. I'm not saying that she is above him or anything. Like, he can find someone, I'm sure, that's great. So I should frame it a different way. So it'd be a bad idea for her to say yes to him or go after him if she's always going to be dissatisfied with that. And
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what
No,
I mean?
I mean, I think that is a good point, because it's like, if you ultimately don't like him just because of that, like, you're not going to be happy with him. You might as well get somebody that you're going to be happy with and you're going to treat at least with respect. So, I mean, that does make sense. I definitely get that. And listen, for me too, I have things that, like, I just is a no-go for me. I know one thing for me is attitude. Like, attitude, if every time I talk to someone, it's like this bad attitude and they have a bad vibe to them, I don't want to be anywhere near them. And that's something that I'm just unwilling to accept. I don't care what they look like. So, I mean.
Yeah, for me, it's...
You're going to say feet?
Well, I'm cutting that completely out. I was about to joke anyway, so... But anyway, so that's good. This is not going through the editor at all. Because that...
What's wrong with feet?
Nothing's wrong with feet.
You can insert that Kirk Franklin clip.
Oh, yeah.
In the feet.
That didn't sound like him to me at all. It's weird. It sounded like a young, like, dude.
Nah, that sounds like Kirk Franklin.
Oh, I guess I don't know how he sounds. I thought he sounded like an old, raspy dude. Anyways.
Doesn't dance like one.
So, he might... Well, we'll wait till the camera's off.
All right. I mean, we already closed that. All right, guys. All right, so decision makers, if you think she made a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think she made a bad decision, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers, don't leave one out. Leave people alone about their height.